Good evening, my firing squad of the Killing Wall. So tonight, I hope you brought your PT shorts. I hope we're ready to talk about something that's probably going to make you sweat. But, see, it's something I think needs a little bit of adjusting, a little bit of light on, and frankly, gets me pissed. But, first and foremost, let's see who's reporting in. Shall we? All right. Lieutenant Azazel, Troop Dizzy, glad to see you both reporting in on time. Troop Beth, also good to see you. Oh, yeah. Tonight we're going after a fucking plague tonight. Oh, it's fucking rampant. No, it needs to go away. It needs to go away. It needs two to the chest, one in the head, plain and simple. It needs to happen. And it started as a craze long ago, and it just evolved, and it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse. No, I'm not talking about the current situation as it is right now. What I'm talking about is something a little bit more annoying. And no, it's not me. But first is General Order. Troop Ronald, glad to see you reporting in. Troop Gabby, also reporting in. Very awesome. I'm so happy I got so many dedicated members of the firing squad. Yo, folks, locked, loaded, and ready to go? Glad to hear it. So, General Order, as usual. Help Kinko out. Buy one of his t-shirts. Donate. Download Live 365. Listen to your briefings. Also, several different kick-ass shows on there as well as on Facebook Live. Hi. On YouTube. Hi. On Twitch. On Insta. And we got some shows on Spotify. As well as HellfireRadio.com. So, that's order number one. Order number two. General order number one, actually. It's the one that's always. It's more important than a fucking number. You want to know what it is? Share this to groups. Share this to timelines. Spam the shit out of your friends. Get them to Hellfire Radio. Like the hell out of the page. And share this briefing out. I want people to get sick of hearing my voice. Wondering what the fuck is this guy yammering about? Where the hell is he from? And then see all the kick-ass shit that we got going on. Because that's what you need to do. Because tonight we're going after, these fucks need to go away. Fitness nuts. Do you know what I mean by fitness nuts? I'll tell you about fitness nuts, okay? Oh, yeah. Fitness nuts. They need to go away. They need to go away. Troop Antonia, glad to see you reporting for duty. Fitness nuts. Do you know what I mean by fitness nuts? I'll tell you what I mean. Okay? Fitness nuts are these douchebags, these schmucks, these morons are always coming out with the newest drink powder. They're the ones that always seem to have the protein bars that do nothing. They do nothing. They're the ones that tout the latest fad diet as the perfect way to get you to slim down, to lose weight. Okay? You know who these fucks are. And I know there's more than a few of you that have tried some of these diets out. I get it. I'm the same way. Everybody has thought about Slim Fast. Troop Steven, glad to see you reporting in. Let's see where your twin is. Okay? There is, devices, hardware, drink mixes, drink powders, ways to deny yourself some of the greatest pleasures in fucking life just so that you can have a thinner fucking waist. Fuck you. Okay? There are about a million things out there. And then we're going to get into how pretentious their fucking personality is. How fucking nuts they seem to think they need to be. Sergeant Page So glad to see you reporting in. But yeah. And Troop James, you couldn't have said it better. Here is the charges. Charge 1. Getting people's hopes up. Falsely. That's not to say that a person can't lose the weight. Everybody can. You know what? Lieutenant Takara, even I didn't see it. Message me it. I will put it up here so that everybody can see it. Message me the wording is what I'm saying. Okay? I'll put it up and I will make it a PowerPoint image on my screen. Just for you. Okay? So, standard rule. When you're dealing with people that give you false hope, they're deceivers. They're doing it so that they could sell you something. You want to know what? Somebody tells me that if I drink this one shake 3 times a fucking day, I'll suddenly start losing weight. Yeah, I've also got a bridge I could love to sell you too. Yep. You see, it stumbles my fucking words. Because that crap, when it gets on your fucking tongue, it gets so fucking chalky that you can't even say anything right because everything is getting stuck to the roof of your mouth, to the crevices within your teeth. And nothing tastes fucking good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you know that they're deceiver hypocrites too. I'll give you 2 good examples. 2 very good fucking examples. Some of you are old enough to know who this is. Some of you are not. Okay? Who remembers Jim Fixx? I'll wait, because this is important. Who remembers Jim Fixx? I'll tell you who Jim Fixx was. Jim Fixx was a guy during the 70s. Fitness consultant. He's the one that told everybody, start jogging. If you jog, it's healthy. It'll make you feel better. You'll live longer. See, Troop Dizzy, you know what I'm talking about. Jim Fixx, right? Jim Fixx lived to the ripe old age of what? 50-something? Let me take a quick look and see how old he was. Because this is fucking good. It just popped into my fucking head. Jim Fixx. Okay? Because, dear fucking Christ. Okay. I want to make sure I get his age right. Because you want to know what? The thing is that he was trying to do something cool. But at the same fucking time. Yeah. 52 fucking years old. 52. Ripe old age. Of 52. Okay? Jogging. Jog everywhere. Jog where you go. Guess what? He died of a heart attack at 52 doing what? Jogging. So jogging's out. Okay? How many people remember those shimmering fucking chrome suits they used to sell to people, telling you that if you wore them all day, you wouldn't have to exercise. You'd just sweat the weight away. Remember that shit? You don't have to even do anything. I'm losing weight just sitting here reading a book. All right, let me read this off to you, Takar. So for this way, you know, some of us are just paying attention to me. In honor of the spooky month, we would like to give back to our fans. Each day, there will be a trivia question posted, giving you a chance to win some Hellfire goodies. Each week, one name will be drawn for one of our spooktacular boxes, put together by Defiance. You could win a banner, a free shirt, a signed item, or more. All you have to do is comment the right answer. So, thank you, Lieutenant Quack Quack. Lieutenant Takara Quack Quack. I'm not going to try that. But yeah, Jim Fixx, dead of a heart attack at 52. The silver sweatsuits that you wear lose weight. But what they forget to tell you is it comes with a fitness instruction manual and an exercise program that comes with it. So let me get this straight. You're giving me this thing and telling me I don't have to exercise, but now you're giving me instructions to exercise. Aren't you supposed to use lube when you're servicing my account this way? Little bit, I think. That's one. Okay. Here's another. How many people remember Atkins? Anybody remember Atkins? That was like the big fucking thing. Atkins. The Atkins diet. This was about a good 20 years ago. They say you cut out carbs, suddenly you'll lose all this weight. Yeah, you'll lose weight. You want to know why you lose weight? Because you're not feeding your fucking body. That's what you're doing. You're starving your body. You want to know what carbohydrates are? Carbohydrates are gasoline in your body's fuel tank. That's what it is. That's what it is. When you kick carbs out, guess what the fuck happens? Your car's now running you in fumes. Your body don't work right. I cannot abide at all a fucking diet that tells me that it's perfectly okay to eat a porterhouse steak, but I cannot eat a fucking apple. Okay? It's bullshit. Rice? I can't eat rice. It's full of carbs. Keto is the same fucking way. You believe that shit? Yeah. Pasta has to go away. You want to know what? Here's something that kind of throws me off a little bit about that whole idea that carbs are bad for you. Carbs are not bad for you. Too much of anything is bad for you. You want to lose weight? Okay? I'm not fat shaming when I'm telling you guys this, okay? So I want to get that perfectly clear. I know how to drop pounds, okay? It is a question of proportion. You do more activity than you do your fuel. When you have too much fuel in your fucking tank, whatever overflows, that turns into fat. Don't even get me started on fucking vegans again, Troop Steven. I've actually done an entire episode on them. Lieutenant Takara mentions freaking Nutrisystem again. I'm going to be getting there. I'll be getting there. Okay? But yeah, if you got health issues, that's no. But you want to know what the thing is? Okay? Here is where the thing is. You have too much fuel in your tank. Guess what happens? Your ass ends up getting bigger because it wants to accumulate enough fuel tank space to get more fuel. It realizes, I've got all this fuel. Instead of burning it off, I want to store it. So guess what happens? Here's how you lose the weight. You stop filling your fuel tank that much. It's like taking your car to the pumps, always asking for $20 of gas, even though you're already only a quarter tank down. Not smart. Not smart at all. Is it? No, it's not. Gotta make sure my ass is in regs here. Okay? You want to lose weight? Get active physically. I don't care if it's walking up and down a flight of stairs or banging the shit out of your partner. That's exercise. Take walks around the block, and guess what? Only eat when you're actually hungry. Do not, I hate saying this because I love them to death. Anything with artificial sweeteners, do not eat unless you're already physically active consistently. All right, and here's the reason why. Artificial sweeteners fuck with your brain to make it think it's not full. It actually tricks a hormone in your brain that tells you, hey, guess what? You've got room in your fuel tank. You can eat more. It's meant to actually boost your appetite. Artificial sweeteners. That's why we love candy so fucking much. Sad truth. Artificial sweeteners are meant to do that. That's the reason why when they were first introduced in the 70s, we started to get a massive boost to our obesity. It's because people didn't realize that they'd already eaten enough to continue. Only eat. Yeah, Monster is nightmare. It is loaded with artificial sweeteners. And I'm sorry you're not feeling good tonight, Banji. You want to drop the weight? Plain and simple. Don't eat as much during the day. And do things. Moderation is key when it comes to intake. You could always exercise and be active more than what you're eating. Plain and simple. You want a little bit? Yeah, I know it does suck when you're trying to lose it. The best part is, and this is truth, once you've lost the bulk of it, you could keep it off with just a little bit of fucking maintenance. You don't gotta bust your ass nearly as much to keep it off. You just end up becoming so fucking used to it. Because you want to know what happens? Your body essentially starts enjoying the endorphins that it gets released when you're being active. That becomes a high. You ever hear people getting a runner's high? Yeah, you could talk to a physician. They'll tell you the same thing. Exercise. Fast food is loaded with certain forms of saturated fats. Okay? But I'm going to tell you this. There's one type of thing that you could get your daily load of carbs and you're good, and it will not pack on the fat. You want to know what it is? I'll tell you. Because they're legit designed that way. TV dinners. I'm not joking. TV dinners are loaded with an entire daily supply of carbohydrates. Here's a trick. Okay? All day, the only thing you want to eat, celery and drink water. Just celery and water. That's it. All day. At night, a TV dinner. No matter what the fuck it is. Doesn't matter. TV dinners are specifically designed to load you up with carbs and any other particular type of nutritional, and I hate calling them nutritious, but they are, okay? It's meant to keep your body going. They were basically meant to keep people working and able to keep working. That's why they were created. And they were made cheap. Okay? There are several different types out there that are actually good. You just got to find yours. Okay? The trick is you only eat one. Eat it about an hour before you go to bed. That's it. Do you know the reason why I tell you this? Because when you're sleeping, your body actually works through the shit slower. What that also means is that when you wake up in the morning, you're not nearly as hungry as you might think you are. They tell you breakfast is the most important meal of the day. The reason being is that they expect people not to have eaten an hour before they go to bed. By the time you wake up in the morning, the last time you ate supposedly was at 6 p.m. the night before, which for most people was 12 hours prior. And yes, as Lieutenant Takara is pointing out in the chat, okay, see a doc if you're interested. Find out what's what. But I'm just giving you my personal advice. I'm not a medical professional. I only know what worked for me. I don't have a license in nutrition. I'm not a fitness expert. Here's what I know. What I know is I only eat a meal a day. Only one meal a day. You want to know what you call that? You call that intermittent fasting. A lot of people do it and don't realize that they do it. Most people that are low on money do it and don't realize they're doing it. Funny, huh? When you're broke, you don't got money for food. You can't exactly hit up Mickey D's every 20 minutes fucking hungry. Can you? Wrestlers, whenever they're freaking trying to train, they refer to the hard times as can of tuna. That's what you had to eat. Believe it or not, a can of tuna fish without anything in it is a fucking meal. You know you can cook a can of tuna fish? Did you know that? You pop the fucking top, light the oil on fire, let it cook. Once the oil is all burned off, you've got cooked fish. An actual meal. That shit'll sustain you. And everything in it is nutritious. That's right. You're talking about the chunk light tuna that's shredded. There, Troop Steven. You call it cat food. The thing is that if you want to lose weight, you got to ask yourself, what do you hate more? Ingesting something that you don't like? Or the way you look in the mirror to yourself? And there's a key phrasing here I'm pointing out. A very key phrasing here. How you look in the mirror to yourself. Because I guarantee you, you don't see you how others see you. And 99.9% of the time, we see you in a much better light than you see yourself. Ask any guy that's looking at you. Troop Takara, I could give you some tips if you want any. And the reason why I could tell y'all is this. I'm 40 years old. I've stayed consistent at 186 pounds for the last 13 years, despite how much exercise I've had. Okay? I have not gone up more than 4 or 5 pounds at a time. Amazing, isn't it? Nice plane. See, there you go, Troop Gabby. It's not a bad weight to be at. I'm 5'8". I'm 180, 100. I fluctuate between 185 and 187. That's usually my sweet spot. Sometimes I'm 182, sometimes I'm 188. That's it. Fad diets exclude one thing and one thing only: the truth. That's it. You don't have to buy anything special. You don't need anything organic. All the shit there is just in your regular grocery aisle. Eat what you want. Just be ready to work it off. That's all. Cut down on your intake. Increase the activity. Slim Fast is bullshit there, Troop Takar. That's right, I said it. It's bullshit. A little hot in here tonight. Celery does you well. Rice can do you well. Rice and corn is good, and it'll fill you up for the whole fucking day. Just a bowl. Just do that. You'll be good. When was the last time, and I'm not trying to be racial when I say this, when was the last time you met a fat Asian guy? Rice and corn is beyond delicious. Throw in a little bit of vegetable oil just for a little bit of flavoring. That's it. That's it. There's a reason why that shit is a staple. Grains are good for you. Carbs are good for you. And how many? Okay, I'm gonna point something out here, folks. I'm gonna point something out here. Have you noticed this whole thing about gluten being a problem? It's funny. About a good 15 years ago, gluten didn't fucking exist. Now all of a sudden, everybody and their mother has celiac disease. You notice that? Wasn't a problem before. It was a problem that only affected 0.02% of the entire populace of the earth. Now all of a sudden, about a good 30 to 40% of the people in the fucking United States suddenly have it. Bullshit. I swear, people are so fucking obsessed with being the victim. They like having some form of catering done to them. They get off on it. Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is, Troop Takar. It blew up because people started using it as a fucking diet. And the problem is that when they realized it didn't work, they stuck with it because then guess what? It made people fucking feel sorry for them. People grew obsessed with using it as a way to push other people around. And this, oh God, it's fitness fads. How many people remember the bullshit that was the shake weight? Oh, wait, no, not the shake weight. Actually, it's called the jerk off simulator. But you want to know what they called the shake weight? Can you believe that shit actually took off? Oh man. Oh, I hesitate to mention this because it is the most fucking Super Mega Terra Omega cringe thing that ever existed. It was something that was sold in the early 80s. And God, I wish I fucking can buy a box of it on eBay somewhere. There was a type of chocolate that was sold. It was meant to help with weight loss. Okay? Lieutenant Page actually knows what this is. And the commercial for it was so, are you fucking kidding me? It hurt my head. I'm going to see if I can pull it up on my phone and then post it as an image for you guys. Lieutenant Page, I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Don't mention the name of it. Because when I show this to you guys, you're going to be like, are you fucking kidding me? That this was an actual fucking thing. Okay, I transferred it over there. Give me 1 second, because when you see this, you're going to be like, you can't be serious. Some of you know it, some of you don't. Those of you that don't, count your fucking blessings, because this thing was a legit fucking thing for a while. I still to this day cannot believe that this was a fucking thing. Okay? But when you see it, it'll hurt you. Let me see if I can put it in here. Actually, you want to what? No, I'm going to do this. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Okay, boom. Okay, boom. All right, boom, boom. All right, folks. When you see this, your head's gonna fucking explode. All right. All right. You guys right now should be seeing my screen. Okay? Tell me if you see it. Y'all see my screen? All right. Ah! No! All right, hang on. I'll fix this real quick. All right. You guys see my screen? Yeah. try this. Yeah. All right. All right. That's what I'm going to show you. This was an actual fucking candy. Take a good look at that. It was an appetite suppressant. And yes, it's pronounced how you think it's pronounced. It's the Super Mega Terra Omega cringe of marketing campaigns. Sorry. It's legit called AIDS. And it comes in peanut butter flavor too. An appetite suppressant. Are you kidding me? An actual fucking thing. No. This is the length that people go to. Why? Why? That's my point, folks. And it was in the way early 80s before they realized what AIDS was. Caffeine will make you shit. A lot. So will Illustra. The difference is caffeine will at least stop. That's because AIDS didn't exist back then, Paige. HIV did, and just HIV. The condition hadn't been named yet. Back then, I think they were calling the condition that eventually became AIDS, they called it GRID for a while. I know we got some folks that are a little bit older than I am that would actually remember. It's times like this at which Medic Debbie was here. But she might actually know. It's insane. It is legitimately insane. Right? The slim suit was what was the shimmery one. You know what? Rest in peace, Freddie Mercury, absolutely. But I don't rest in peace him whenever I think of AIDS. I don't think he'd want that to be what he's remembered for. So that's why whenever AIDS comes up, I don't think of how he went. I wouldn't want how I went to be how I get defined. And I'm pretty damn sure that that was the same with him. But seriously, rest in peace there, Freddie Mercury. But let's see. You know, there's one other thing fitness nuts have a tendency to do that severely pisses me off. They have a tendency to think that they know better than you how to live your life. The thing is that it's your life to live, not theirs. They're doing it for a sense of superiority. They're the prime example of why a good deed is never 100% selfless. Okay? Because they're doing a good deed so that they can feel good. They get off on doing good deeds, what they perceive as good deeds. That's the problem. We got a few smokers here, at least in the firing squad. I know that. Okay? How many times has a non-smoker or a former smoker gone up to you and basically told you that, yeah, you did that and you're a smoker. Imagine how you'd be if you weren't a smoker. How many people have told you that? That's one that we have a tendency to get. Here's another. Okay. This one pisses me off the most. The former smoker that blames everything on this. I do mean everything. Because they can't think of anything else. This is how fitness nuts have a tendency to get. Troop Takara, I can't understand why. You're not portly at all. You're not fat. Not in the slightest. You got a little bit of extra padding, but that's... No. No, that's not. That's not. Okay? No. The people that have a tendency to take a look at something like this, and let's say, for instance, you cough. Okay? Oh, I've already gone after vegans there, Troop Tyler. Already have. Right? But the ones that, let's say, for instance, I catch a cold and I sneeze and cough. You know, standard symptoms of a rhinovirus. And I'm sorry to hear that, Troop Takara, and I'd love to talk about it offline at some point because that'd be awesome to hear all the lovely details. Okay. This, okay? They come up to you and they say, you know, if you didn't smoke, you wouldn't be coughing and sneezing. Motherfucker, I have a cold. Oh, you're hacking up half a lung after that run? It's because you smoke. So you mean to tell me that the 2.5 miles that I just got done running in about 15 minutes has nothing to do with it? Oh, wow, that wheeze sounds really bad. Yeah, so is being at an elevation of 4,800 feet above sea level. You see, and that's just it. It's a judgmental nature to it. Now, I'm not advocating this in the slightest. If I find out that you're smoking and you've never smoked before, I will smack the shit out of you. I picked this up when I was stupid and young. I was 14. And if I could, I'd walk up to him and crack him across the chops. But I picked it up. I've been doing it, and I'm not ready to quit. I'll quit when I'm damn good and ready. I'll do you one better there, Sergeant Page. Sneak into their houses. Troop Takar can help you because Defiance is that fucking skilled. Lieutenant Quack Quack. Sergeant Page has a freaking has an assignment for you both. Break into people's houses and put glitter inside the freaking detergent trap of their washing machines. At least the judgmental people. Yeah. That's what you need to do. It's that time of night. You know what's funny? I used to weigh 260. I lost a lot of weight when I was young. I know, right? Troop to car. It sounds like a dream fucking come true, doesn't it? Ah, there we go. What the fuck my damn wheels were on, but whatever. But yeah, I lost the weight. Anybody can. But I'm not going to lie. I had a condition that got me to lose the weight. And it sucked. The condition that I had. I don't recommend it. But it's one that I have to keep an eye on. Just to be on the safe side. But if you're going to have a condition, it might as well be that. You see, I was cursed with a lot of stress ulcers in my stomach. Now, a lot is something of a subjective term to some people. In my case, it was not subjective at all. I have a total of 19 stress ulcers. I have 16 in my stomach lining and 3 in my duodenum. What this basically means is I got a shit ton of acid reflux. I have acid reflux disease. Like a motherfucker. Which means my stomach acids are extremely hyperactive. Because of this, and because of the reflux, and it came up, it essentially eroded the lining of my esophagus. But didn't erode it in the sense of thinning it out. What it did was it kept on skinning its lining, constantly scarring it. And the scar tissue got thick. The scar tissue got really thick. To the point where an endoscope about that fucking wide in diameter couldn't get down my esophagus, your food pipe. Every time I ate, food would get stuck. It would feel like a heart attack. I've had a heart attack. The pain is comparable. Sometimes the food would get stuck and eventually it would go down. Other times the food would get stuck and it'd come back up. Troop Curie, glad to see you reporting in. When it got stuck, the most terrifying thing in the world is if it got stuck and got into my windpipe. And essentially I'd choke. This was scary because this also meant fluids as well. Do you know what happens if you drink a glass of water and you've only got space that much for it to get down? It's like trying to fill an overflowing toilet. It's going to end up going to the nearest space it can. A space being my windpipe. Essentially, I'd drink a glass of water and I'd drown. That sucks. It sucks a lot. So, when the food and the water would start to get stuck, I would go into convulsions. Much like how a person that's choking would or drowning would. If it got down far enough, it could go for hours before my stomach acids would dissolve whatever the hell is in there enough for it to finally go down. And that pain and that terror cannot be matched. That's how I lost my weight. I went from 260 to about 190. I lost 70 fucking pounds that way. And I was 19 when it started to hit. It sucked. So I had to learn how to reduce my portions. Only eat one meal a day. And even then, it was only a small amount. I had to learn to chew every little thing that I ate to the point where it was a paste so that if it ever did get stuck, it would just slide on down. To this day, I still do that. I've had to have my esophagus expanded 5 times in my lifetime. It sucks. And it's something that, it taught me food management, weight management, the like. It taught me to watch what it is that I eat. That's the reason why I could speak about this shit confidently. Stress will make you want to eat. This is why I always tell people find an inner calm, find something that keeps you cool, relaxed. Meditation helps. And don't worry about results. Worry about progress. And be realistic. Aim for 10 pounds. And then after that, aim for another. And then aim for another. And sometimes you might not lose more. Certain body types, we're all different, we're all unique. Some people say, you could be down to 105 pounds if you just do this. No, some people cannot be. I'm sorry, not everybody. But you could be down to a weight that is healthy. And I'm not saying one way or the other what's healthy or what's not, but what's healthy for one person is savagely unhealthy for another. All right, Troop Dizzy, you hit the rack. You're hereby dismissed. Please recover well and do not cut that cast off until the doctors say. They want me down to 150. I can't be at 150. Not healthily. I've been at 180 for the last 13 years for a reason. Not 180, 185 on average. Don't sweat it. Do not let yourself be so fucking obsessed with how much you weigh. Because I guarantee you, people of worth, they ain't going to care. I know plenty of people of all sizes. They all got their pros and cons. It's about you being comfortable being you. That's what I think I'm going to leave you guys with tonight. Be comfortable being the person that you are. That being said, Don't forget, share this to groups and timelines. Like the Hellfire page on Facebook. Check us out, hellfireradio.com. Download Live 365. Check us out there. Not to mention, also, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube. And some of our shows are on Spotify. In the video description, our sponsors are mentioned as well. So, in all seriousness, check us out. You won't be disappointed. We got plenty of shows for everybody. All day, all week. And keep an eye out for the giveaway trivia. Thank you, Lieutenant Takar. So, as I said before, I'll say it again. Good night. Troops, you are hereby dis-fucking-missed. Eat healthy by your standard. Good night to you.